We're Adam and Brienne, twin flames in harmonious union, back with another video. So, what's the topic for today?
Yeah, so today we're going to talk about twin flame mirroring,
Hmm?
and we'd actually just want to provide some examples of what it means to mirror your twin flame or what that dynamic looks like. And why we were laughing is because we had an experience yesterday that we felt was quite comical, and we just wanted to share it with you and maybe some others that might come up. So, yeah, yesterday,
That's today.
let's see what was going on. We're in the process of rebranding our website and just the twin flame union within Brandon itself. Like, we're getting clear on a vision for that. And so there's a lot of like updating and redesigning and things like this going on. And also, we've been moving things around in our apartment, creating space,
Yeah.
making things more comfortable. And so you, Adam, was on the computer,
hmm The big
and the
computer.
big computer. We have a large desktop, Apple desktop, and Adam was on the computer, just clicking away, doing things. And I wanted to create some things, but I wanted to do it on the big computer. Didn't want to do it on my laptop.
I was also in your chair.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You were in my work chair.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So,
All the things.
so all up in my work chair, all on the
Mm.
computer, clicking away, doing the creating. And I felt an upset coming up in my heart. And as I sit with it, the upset was just an annoyance because I felt like someone was in my space, right? That was my space. That was my creating area. And I wanted to be there. I wanted to do the things. And so, you pointed out, hey, there's something here, and supported me through it. And then I felt better. And I just pulled out my laptop, and I just sat on the couch and I started creating the things that I wanted to create.
Well, you were on Canva, right?
I
Which I,
actually,
I had been on the big computer on Canva, like finding pictures, like on a thing, right? Lots of
Mhm.
pictures I found, right? So,
Yes. Yeah, like
designs, yeah.
designs for us to, templates for us to create
Mhm.
on. And so we share a Canva account, of course. And I got on Canva, but you were doing other things at
Yeah,
this point.
yeah, yeah.
So I get on Canva and I'm over there just creating away. I kind of gave the story away. But anyways, you didn't know that.
Mm-hmm.
Adam was done with what he was doing here on the computer and come over to sit next to me and was like, "What are you doing?" And I turned my computer around and I had created a meme. And I created that meme with the designs that you had collected that you were going to use, I guess, later that day to. And so we started laughing hysterically because the upset that I had just healed through was like feeling like my space was invaded, my creative space. There I was invading your creative
She was
space.
in my designs. Telling you.
And
Yeah.
so we were laughing because this is what happens when you mirror, when that dynamic is happening in your union, is you're just kind of like going about your life. You're not doing anything intentionally. You're just moving about your day and you're just triggering one another. And so it was funny because it was the same mirror, right? Because we share a consciousness. You share a consciousness with your twin flame. So the upsets that you're moving through, they're moving through as well, but it's going to be a different experience. Like my experience was, you were on where I wanted to be. You were in the setting where I wanted to sit and create. And then your experience was I just went in and started designing on your
My design.
on your designs. And so yeah, we moved through it. And of course, it's still funny today because just the way God is funny like that.
Mm-hmm.
And so, yeah, that is a perfect example of twin flames when they're marrying each other. And it doesn't have to be, of course, like physically, like you and your twin flame are always marrying each other. even if you're not in one another's physical presence, it's still happening, because you're one with your twin flame. And
Mm-hmm.
so they're gonna find ways to trigger you. And when I say that, I don't mean like they're going out of their way to trigger you. I just mean it's naturally happening. It's a very innocent thing because you share the same energy. And so what is in the consciousness, it's going to get triggered energetically in many different ways. Yeah. So what are some other examples of mirroring, twin flames mirroring one another?
Well, I find that sometimes it's kind of like we're having the same experience and we're like, what is going on? Like, you're not understanding me, and I'm not understanding what is going on here. It's just
Mm-hmm.
like uh, having that, like, there might be, well, you're being, snippy with me.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm
Mm-hmm.
like, well, I feel like you're being snippy with me. So it's kind of like a back and forth. And it's like, who's right here?
Yeah, and this is what, the teachings of union, Jeff and Shalia, that's how we manifested our harmonious union and continue to maintain it, is by embodying the teachings of union. And this is what Jeff and Shalia say is like all upsets, triggers in your union are simply just a miscommunication. And that's what you were just saying. It's like we're not understanding each other because there's an upset. But once we do the mirror exercise, love ourselves, then there's peace. And in that peace, we have clarity and we understand each other perfectly because we're understanding ourselves,
Mm-hmm.
right? Because it's an upset with self and just mirrored through your twin flame.
Yeah, and I think like just kind of like briefly, kind of like how we kind of like mirrored in our timelines before we even knew each other
Yeah,
in
that's
our lives,
good.
right?
Yeah.
Was for instance when you started to work in a factory, kind
Mm.
of like going very much against what you were meant to be doing. It was
Yes.
extremely hard labor and
Mm-hmm.
took a toll on your body and these
Physical
things.
labor. Yeah.
Yeah, and at the same time, I became ill
Mm-hmm.
with autoimmune illness basically.
Yeah.
So I was very sick for the same amount of years that you were in that factory, basically. Yeah,
Exactly. Yeah.
go figure.
Yes, and me too. Like I was physically manifesting illnesses as well, like a lot of blood sugar issues and
Mm-hmm.
just things like that. And as of course, we didn't know that we were, because when you said going away from my life purpose or what I
Mm-hmm.
was designed to do, of course, we don't consciously know that we're doing that.
Mm-hmm.
It's just you're just living life and doing what you think you're supposed to be doing, as we all do. But then eventually, like especially walking this path, you have the awareness of, oh, I wasn't in alignment with what I was supposed to be doing.
Yeah, before I got
Mm-hmm.
sick, I was following like I was a student. I was kind of like going after something that wasn't. I could feel it in my heart. I don't have any passion in this
Mm-hmm.
direction, but I
Yeah.
didn't know what to do. Well, I'm just going to become an English teacher because I had no like vision in my life, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I kept like just going to school, just kind of like doing the thing, but I ended up not able to walk basically, so I had to
Yeah.
drop out and everything like that. So yeah, life took a different direction, right? So it's just like kind of how these timeline mirrors each
Mm-hmm.
other a little bit as well when you look at it.
Yeah, as you were saying that too, this is a perfect example as well. Before Adam and I knew that we were twin flames, I was releasing a soulmate relationship, and there was a lot of codependency in that on both
Mm-hmm.
sides. It was just a codependent relationship altogether. And so, as I was healing myself and releasing codependency, the energy of that, little did I know after we come together that you were doing that as well in your relationship with your mom.
Mm-hmm.
There was a codependency there. And so, as I was making that choice to heal because we're one, you were doing that too.
Mm-hmm.
And so, you can see how the outer experience was different, right? It was a you and your mom, whereas me, it was a soulmate relationship. It was completely different outer experiences.
Mm-hmm.
But in the inner state of being, it was the same experience because it was the same energy and it was just a codependency. And yeah, this is how transcend karmic relationships or catalyst or false twin flames or how you get rid of the third party situation. If you're finding that your twin flame is dating someone else, these are the places that you look. You find where you're having, you know, whatever they're mirroring to in that place, where that is inside of you. And as you release it in you, they release it too, because they don't actually want that. They just don't, they're just going about their life and, oh, this thing's in front of me, so this is what it is. But they don't consciously know that there's a block there. But if you're watching this video and you're doing the inner healing work, then you do know, because you have that awareness. And so you're leading in your union essentially.
It's good.
A lot of great stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we hope that this provides clarity on what that mirroring actually is. It's just the energy. And if you have any questions, feel free to ask those below. We're happy to answer. And also too, I'm a master certified ascension coach with Twin Flames Universe, and you are a
certified ascension coach
and MET practitioner for the mind alignment process. And so if you would like to claim support on your journey, feel free to reach out and connect with us.
Like, share, and subscribe, and come back for the next video.
Yeah, we'll see you next time.
All right.